A teenage girl's high school prom night was totally ruined by a school bully whom she thought was her friend. I feel like I've heard this one before, haven't you? Welcome back to InformOverload. We do the news and we make it entertaining, though there is absolutely nothing entertaining about bullying. By the way, I'm Charlotte and I want you to leave a like on this video if you've ever been bullied and tell me your bullying stories down there in those comments. I will do my best to respond to most of them, because your girl was bullied too, which is another reason why this story hits home for me. Tracy Perry from Doncaster wrote a post on Facebook about her 16-year-old daughter Emily, whom she had to beg to go to prom this week because she suffers from anxiety. Emily has been the target of bullying all her life. She was forced to leave one school because of bullying and has been suffering from anxiety since she was 10 years old. Emily ended up being convinced to go to prom, and she wore a beautiful sequin dress from a boutique and her hair and makeup were professionally done. All in all, her outfit cost about 500 quid, which is like a few $100s. All seemed well at the beginning. Pictures before the prom show Emily smiling and happy. But 2 hours into the night, Emily called her mom and asked her to come pick her up. Someone had poured a jug of cherry juice all over Emily in front of more than 100 of her classmates. At the time, she was sitting alone at the end of the prom when she felt a gush of liquid being poured on top of her head. The girl walked away as everyone stared. Emily was comforted by teachers who tried to get her to stay at the party, but she went home and had to use an entire bottle of conditioner to get the pop out of her hair. Emily's $500 dress was ruined, her makeup and hair were ruined, but worst of all, her prom was ruined, and she's gonna remember that for the rest of her life. The next day, these photos of Emily were shared online thousands of times, and hundreds of people have left comments of support. Emily was quoted saying, "I thought we were friends. That's why it was such a shock. We had taken a picture together that night." This bully used the cherry juice that was on the tables at the prom for everyone to drink and just dunked it over her. Apparently the girl was removed from the party after she did this, and Emily doesn't expect to hear from her again. Emily's parents were contacted by the bully's parents so they could apologize for what their daughter did. Emily still hasn't named her bully in public, which I think personally shows how classy she is. If it were me, I'd be like, Emily's school, Hall Cross Academy in Doncaster, know about the incident and they said they would get in touch. Since the incident, Emily is afraid to leave her house without her parents. She doesn't want to hang out with her friends and she still has no idea why this happened, adding, "It was so humiliating. It was in front of my whole year group. I have some idea of why this girl did this. Probably because Emily looked way prettier than her at the prom." Man, is it just me or are girls the worst bullies? Obviously it sucks to be bullied as a boy too. There isn't one that's better than the other, I guess, but girls, Man, teenage girls are mean, dude. To Emily and anyone else who is dealing with bullies, keep your chin up and remember, the best revenge is success. Tell me your thoughts on this one down there in the comments. For now, I'm gonna wrap up this video with some comment features. Random Stuff Channel said, "Been sub for 2 years, feels like being sober again." Did you just admit to not being sober? Angelique said, "Is a potato a vegetable?" I believe it is a starch, not a vegetable. I am an expert on potatoes, so I would know. Aldrich said, "Why do you look so demonic today?" I'm demonic every day. K1 said, "Why do they always feature Batman Fan Forever 08 in every video? Is it favoritism?" Anyways, I love IO, hoping to get a feature soon. Batman Fan Forever is one of our most loyal fans and he has been for years, like literally years. He also writes really funny, thoughtful comments, which is why he's featured by different hosts all the time. I try to feature new people a lot, and I also don't really like featuring people who beg for features, and Batman Fan Forever doesn't do that. It's not funny or interesting for anyone else watching if I'm just reading out a comment where someone is asking for a feature, you know? Not mean. Daisy Crispy said, "Hi, don't worry, I subbed, liked, and turned on notifications. Yay, can I have invisible potato?" Yes, you can. Here you go. And here's a kiss. That is it for me, and thank you for watching. If you want to keep watching, check out this playlist and leave a like, subscribe, turn on those notifications, and I will see you in the next IO video.